speak is proof of God. That only God is worthy of worship, and to God belongs all praise. Whereas what you'll find, they will uphold idols and commit idolatry because they're led astray by devils. Devils will lead them to polytheism and arrogance, and to claim that they can talk to God with their linguistics. Usually there's no response to their linguistics if you're a submitter. Whereas usually their linguistics are directed to the submitter, and there's no response, it's just wait. It's to just wait, and life teaches wisdom if you think like that. It's to wait, and inshallah, instead of trying to spiral into a war. And the last one is when you speak, now you see that those who are under the devil's influence will try to instill a madness in the submitters to snap because of their tongues. But you wait, and inshallah God will guide you. God guides you to the easiest path. If you reverence God, God will create an exit for you. And again, they think they can talk to God too, but they are liars. So, do you denounce the devil or sell your souls? That's when, if you ask those people who, when you speak, do you denounce the devil or sell your souls? And most people you find sell their souls and think that they can reach an ending kinship with their words, with their linguistics and the power, potency of their words. And not many people denounce the devil, which is happening clearly in front of you. And where you see, do you have a heart, or are you in it for the money? So where you see, do you see all the evil that money, are you in it for the money? You see what the capitalist economy has done, is made us into slaves slaves, but claiming they have abolished an evil of slave trade. We're still enslaved by the system to the extent that
you want to go, buddy?
No, Dad.
Any कानूनी any hiking?
I don't know.
Why don't you go बैठे हैं?
No, I don't know. Now, paymasters and their world, it's about money. That's what money represents here. Money is the root of all evil. So if you have a heart, are you in it for the money? So that's a question that a lot of youth are faced with. Because if you see what's happening in Iraq right now, what's happening in Palestine, what's happening in Africa, what's happening in all these different places, and where colonialists have left their devil's influence on them and made them all into slaves, claiming they abolished the great evil of slave trade, and claiming that it's common among all the world that slavery is bad. When people in the Old Testament used to have slaves, and they were taught by Abraham to circumcise those in their household as well as their slaves. And slavery is not an evil, it's a natural fact of life, and a natural fact. And what I'm trying to say to you is money is the root of all evil. Paymasters, the fact that they think that if you pay you will receive, and if you give you will be paid, which leads to generating of false wealth and usurious banking and fractional reserve deposits, which mean that a little bit of reserve meant they could loan out a huge amount of sum of money, and that's what was going on and still is. And insurance scams like the World Trade Centers were insured for billions and billions of pounds of money and dollars, and then they claimed when the trade centers fell, there was a huge insurance claim, and the Zionists made a huge insurance claim because of it. But they knew they wanted a new World Trade Center, but they didn't tell us that they were going to do that. Instead, it's been kept secret until its opening. And the fact that there was what was it called? Some sort of cancerous agent which was found in the World Trade Center, so they were useless to anyone. Anyway, so as you can say, do you have a heart, or are you in it for the money? Now, that's the Christian question. The first question, do you love God or love your religion? That's a Jewish question. You see, it's about faith. Do you have a heart, or are you in it for the money? It's about belief. If you believe in God, you have a heart. But if you don't believe in God, you're in it for the money. You're paymasters. And that's what it proves. That's why it's a failed world. Do you denounce the devil or sell your souls? So it's a devotion question. And it's not a question, sorry, it's a devotion competition. And it's about madness. And having a heart and in it for the money is about cruel acts. To love God or love your religion is about jealous thoughts. Let's continue. Who is Amun-Ra? The white bastard church who talks as a leader, leading people into polytheism, into polytheists and wicked, sinful lies and evil corruption. Why does he allow him to kill Officer Despoiler? Because his mother is a witch of the Freemasons, and so is his white servant, the evil slave master who thinks about abolishing slavery. They have ridden in evil. But money is the root of all evil, and no one dares to do anything for the helpless and the needy anymore. Instead, they beg and pray for help whenever someone appears. So where's the justice in that? And then these white bastards think they establish human rights when they serve money instead of God, borrowing and thinking they are superior and are able to win souls instead of love God and think time is now and it is in the future. Charity or usury, kindness or cruelty, peace or war. Paymasters think if you give you will be paid, and if you pay you will receive. This has been the lie they subjugated the world to, with tyrannical cruelty of mean evil pigs trying to steal the world's resources and land, and then to claim it was the Messiah when the Messiah lived and witnessed how long after their adventures in slavery in African colonialism, till now they try to absolve themselves and give themselves a less sinful outlooks, and when there is a child of God, they claim we are all children of God. When one repents and bears witness, La ilaha illallah, they claim they all did. No, they don't. They claim, what fools. And those who believe in the innocent submit to God, whereas those who disbelieve, God tells us in the Quran, we appoint devils to accompany those who disbelieve. Whereas those who believe and proclaim, Rabbuna Allah, our Lord is God, the angels descend upon them. You shall have no fear, nor shall you grieve, rejoice in the good news. Paradise has been reserved for you. MashaAllah, and Kashif, submitting to God, wholeheartedly striving in the cause of God, and was appreciative, and God knows his worshippers and is counted among the righteous. Inshallah, we'll have two horns. Surely he is a Messiah. Inshallah, maybe the two horns will be blown at the last day. If you give, you will receive. If you pay, you will be paid. That is what a kingdom is. Whereas the New World Order and capitalism and paymasters are not sovereigns. Whereas the New World Order, capitalism and paymasters are not sovereigns. They are observers of the sea with their all-seeing eye, and the devils accompany them, and they serve money, and they are disbelievers in God. These white-lying sinful bastards, the evil queen, and likewise supremacist devils, the evil witchcraft and sorcery, showing those who disbelieve in our practice, claim they have knowledge, when the only knowledge they gain comes from spying on the Messiah, son of David. And by looking to satanic symbols and evil witchcraft, they claim they have a better thinking than believers when they are liars. And they claim they should be able to talk to God when they are liars. With such statements as Jesus is God incarnate, or law of diminishing return, or benefits, or why did they after all name the first ship with Jesus? Zionists wankers can expect a rock. Church of tossers can expect a superhero with two horns. Nation soldat soldiers can expect the omniscience, omnipotence, and the omnipresence of God. Water, food, air. White women will burn and think of water. White men will be crucified and think of air. White children will starve and think of food. Inshallah, peace, Samara. Bismillah.